What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are in the second part of getting this engine bay painted. You guys saw last time we got the car moved here into the garage from outside. I did clean it up. We got the fenders, the hood, bumper, all that stuff off. We saw the damage, and I'll talk about that later because that's a whole different conversation. So we'll talk about the damage and all that stuff later. But today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to strip out. We're going to be taking out all this. So the master, the clutch master, and I'm debating on if I want to take out these coilovers. I don't know if I want to take the coilovers out completely or just take off the bolt, the nuts right here, and just kind of tape up the stud so that way the paint can actually, get around the whole thing. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I necessarily feel like taking the coilovers out. I'm gonna take off the bolts, not the bolts, the nuts right here. I'm gonna just take these off, and we'll see what it looks like. If it seems like, it'll be fine, I'll leave it. But if not, if I have to pull the coilovers, I will. I low-key don't want to have to do that because that's going to make this take a lot longer than it needs to tonight, but whatever. So, with that being said, we're going to start with getting the stuff out of the engine bay. So, let's get to it. Right now, we're having an issue with the throttle cable. I'm trying to get it out, and the person or persons before me, they primered over the studs and the nut, and they're stuck together, and they're they're spinning together right now, as you may be able to tell here. But you could turn the stud and everything spins, and obviously that's not supposed to happen. So I'm gonna see if I can grind away or something. Like, maybe I can get a wire wheel or something. I don't even have a wire wheel. What am I talking about? But I'm gonna figure something out to see if I can get this primer off and separate them, because that's kind of annoying. And this is the last thing we need to do so we can start sanding. So this is very, very annoying. So I'm gonna figure this out. Alright, we have the throttle cable out. It ended up not being too terrible. I mean, it was a little annoying, but not too terrible. So as you guys see, everything is out now. We're clear to go and ready to sand. So let me show you guys what I picked up. I tested it a little bit earlier today, but we got ourselves a little sander just to make it a little easier on us, so that we're not doing the whole thing by hand, Got some sandpaper, and we're gonna go ahead and just get to it, because there's no point in me explaining to y'all what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be explaining some bullshit to y'all because I don't even know what I'm doing. So we're finna go ahead and follow these Google instructions and see what happens, baby. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing this next part here in a voiceover. The sander and also this process here is kind of just, for one, the sander's loud and this is boring. So just going to talk over this. As you guys see, just spraying it down, getting it clean, wiping it. Obviously I'm going to just spray around the whole engine bay here and make sure we clean every single area, and then we get on to the fun stuff here, and I start sanding using the sander. Ignore these first little times when the sandpaper comes off like this. Is gonna happen again. I didn't have the paper cut the right way, so it was just coming off, and I was trying to combine two, and it didn't work. Alright, but you see here, I'm sanding, and also I'm learning how much pressure I need to be putting down onto the car and onto the, just to get through the primer, because it was just like one layer of primer, so it really wasn't that much. And then I was hitting metal, so I was just seeing how much pressure I was needing to apply, so that way I don't burn through anything or anything like that, you know. And you know, as you see, just start sanding around.
Bro, I got this thing from Harbor Freight. It sucks so much. The little canister doesn't even stay on it. Jesus Christ. Why even have this canister if it doesn't stay on?
Just had to take a break there to complain, because that was stupid. That kept happening the entire night too while I was doing that, by the way. Very annoying. But as you see, we're just finishing, and obviously I go through the rest of the engine bay. You see I get the leaf blower here and blow off all this dust. I thought you would be able to see it a little better on camera, but you literally don't see anything. But in person, like, it was a cloud. So before I show you guys this, I wanna preface that I have never done this before. My first time doing any of this. But in my head, what I wanted to do, for one, I'm noticing there's not that much primer on here. It's a very, very thin layer. They probably only put like 1, maybe 2 thin coats at most. So I'm sanding through to bare metal quite fast, as you guys see. Probably right here and here. You know, these are kind of areas I kind of just started on. You know, they are, like I say, there's some metal that's exposed from just where I was sanding. So we know there's not that much primer, which is alright, that's fine. So I mean, I think what I'm gonna do then is kind of just go over this one time with my not most aggressive grit, but the next one up. And I'm gonna kind of just go over this one good time, give it a good sand, make sure it's all even, and get it kind of all like over here where it's kind of a little spotty, I guess, or whatever, where it's just pretty much down to the metal, because we're gonna be spraying our primer over this, so it'll get reprimered and everything will be nice and even once we spray it. So there's no way I'm gonna get to that tonight, so we're gonna see how much I finish tonight, and then I will I guess finish this part of the video up probably tomorrow night. Alright guys, so from that last clip y'all just saw, it's been about like a week, a little less than a week, but about a week, because I was not feeling that good after, like for the next few days after, I wasn't feeling that good, so didn't come out here. But we're about to go ahead and try and get started, because as you guys see, I mean, we're still in the same place. This is all done. I don't know if I told you guys that we had a bolt broke off in here, but we got it out. So that's taken care of now, and I say all this is done. All we need to do is pretty much just this side, just this area right here. And we gotta smooth out the Bondo area, of course. And then we just gotta sand the strut tower pretty much. And then we're done sanding, sanding this whole thing down. We're done sanding, and then we can start laying down our first coat of primer. So hopefully I finish this up soon, and then we can get our first coat of primer down. And then, you know, while we wait for that to dry, we can start preparing for another coat, and then start also getting the paint ready to go on, because hopefully, alright guys, we have finished the rest. I got this sanded, it's smooth around. We got all those like peaks and stuff out. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna wipe and clean the inside out really good. Gonna get that all done, and then once we have it clean and like really clean, I'm gonna lay down the first coat of primer. So we're gonna see how this paint gun we got from Harbor Freight works. Hopefully it works fine, and you know, doesn't give us any issues. We'll see. Okay, final preparations have been made. I taped up, I taped this part up so that way paint doesn't get on the tops of the top hats. We have bag on the windshield and on the sides of the car right here, so we don't have any overspray, and we've got the firewall taped off so that way no paint or primer gets where the cowl needs to go, because it's going to cover it. There's no point. And yeah, everything is ready. We got everything taped off that we don't want paint on. I have plastic bags inside of these holes that lead into the cabin, just so no paint gets inside of there or whatever, you know, just to make sure we only get paint where we want paint. And now it's all clean, all set up. It's time to set up our sprayer and see how it works. Kind of excited, and I'm a little nervous because, like, I've never laid paint down before on like a car. I've done it on like plastics and stuff, of course, if you guys have seen on the channel. I've done it on like some small like trim pieces and plastics and stuff like that, but I haven't done like a whole area of a car like this, especially something that people are going to see. So let's see how it goes. Got the fresh paint gun. This thing is kind of nice, actually. I got a little air thing adapter on here so we can use our air compressor. Predictions of how good this thing is gonna do, I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna say it's gonna do an 8 out of 10 job. Harbor Freight is gonna come in for me today. It's gonna come in for me today. Alright, so we got the first layer of primer. Looks pretty good. It's nice, even spray. That spray gun actually works fairly nice. I mean, I don't really know what a good spray gun's supposed to smell like. Sorry, before I was really interrupted, I was saying I don't really know what a good spray gun is supposed to spray like, but I mean, it's easy enough. I mean, I was able to get good coverage. It sprayed evenly. It didn't like, I mean, it's brand new, so it should have sprayed pretty good, but yeah. So I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then I might come behind it with one more kind of just thin layer, just to kind of like get coverage, because I kind of just wanted to get it everywhere with this coat, and I think I did that. So we're gonna let it sit for just a tad, and then I'll come behind it again, spray it real quick with like another layer, and then we'll fully let it do its thing. And then I guess after that, paint. It is hot. I've been out here all morning. It's like 7 o'clock now. I've been out here since like 11, just kind of doing prep work and all this other stuff. And yeah, I had to go to the store a couple times, little stuff, but it'll be worth it, guys. It'll be worth it when this car is running and driving and looks good. All right, it is the next night. We're about to go ahead and get some color. Got my mask. Let me show y'all what we got. Here is our color, QM1. So if any of you guys know anything about Nissan paint codes, you'll know that this is not an S13 paint color. This is not even the right year. This is technically S14 / like R33, whatever year range of white, but I prefer this white over the 326 white, which is of era of the S13, because from what I've seen, 326 is a little more of a yellowish. This is more white. This is more, you know, white, which is what I want out of the paint. So this is what we got. So hopefully it's nice. It should be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and spray down this first layer, yeah? A little nervous, but let's go. it's white. It's white. I really just, bro, I really just painted this. Bro, that's so crazy. I just painted a car, fool. Like, not a car, but like I painted an engine bay. I mean, bro, I just did that, bro. And I'm not finna cap to y'all, bro. Like, okay, I know, I mean, it's nighttime. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning, especially once it's dried and whatnot. I gotta look again, but dude, it doesn't look bad. This is my first time painting anything, bro. I've never painted anything like for real, like like I said earlier, other than like plastics and little stuff like that, bro. Never painted anything in, like, that's crazy, bro. And it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. That's insane. That's so crazy. So I'm gonna update y'all in the morning. I'm gonna let this dry, do its thing, and then in the morning we'll come back, take a look, and we'll see what we got. Alright guys, so from that last clip you guys just saw, I have resprayed. So I resprayed, kind of went over, did another layer, because there were a few areas I did initially miss over in my first spray, and I went through, got all of those. I mean, still looks really good. Let me come around here so you guys can see this side. Looks pretty good though, right? Pretty good for my first time spraying anything. Honestly, I'm proud of it, and it is a little bit, it's a little meh. Like, if I paid somebody to do this, I'd be like, yeah, maybe a little bit weird. But since I just did it in my garage with like the cheapest stuff I could find, you know, not bad, not bad. So now what we're gonna do to end off the night, and to actually really end this whole thing, I'm gonna spray the clear, and we're gonna go over it one good time, just get some clear down, and then we're gonna seal this bad boy. All right, so wish me luck, guys. Okay, little in the future. So this has some time to cure, dry. It's done. I got the wrap, everything off. You guys can even see the fuse boxes set up in there. I mean, I'm gonna start putting the stuff in the engine bay soon. I just gotta buy some stuff first, so I'm not gonna actually do it this video because I gotta wait for a little bit. One thing I am not happy with, this it's kind of ugly. I did not put my bag up over that. I have a solution for that, so I'll address that later. But this engine bay looks really good. It looks really good. Like, that looks pretty good. Once I have everything in here, of course, it'll really show, I guess, how nice it is. But yeah, so I'm happy with this, because with this being my first time painting like a car, like on the metal, you know what I'm saying? But other than like a trim piece, this is pretty good. Pretty good. My first time with a spray gun, everything. So I'm not too upset with that. Would I do it again? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But it was a cool experience, and I like doing it. I mean, it was fun. So with that, I'm gonna end this video, because like I say, I have other stuff that we need to get started with, so that's just not gonna be a part of this video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, and let me know what you guys think of the engine bay. Do you guys like it? Do you guys like that we went with white? Should I went with a different color? Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.